Do you have a cat tree that you, or let's be honest, your cats really love? If you've had it for a while, it might be looking a little worse for wear after much scratching and mitten sharpening, just like ours. Have no fear. In a few minutes, with some supplies you can easily get at any hardware store and or crafting store, you can repair your cat tree and make it look as good as new. Let's get started. First, if you have a modular tree like ours, you will need to carefully disassemble your tree. This is not required, but it will make it easier for you later. For the record, we have 2 of these cat trees and we love them because they're easy to clean and fix. So if you want a good cat tree, you can find this one in our Amazon store with an affiliate link in the description below. If you do disassemble your cat tree, make sure to take note of how to put it back together. You can see that some of the legs of this cat tree are more popular for scratching than others. We will only be repairing the legs that have been torn up. Our cats like the longer legs on this cat tree because they allow them to fully stretch out when they scratch, which appeals to their natural instincts. That does mean that they eventually shred the twine. Fortunately, this is easy to repair. Once you have your tree disassembled, you will need a staple gun with staples. We have found that 3/8 inch or 10mm staples work well for this. You will also need a spool of twine rope to replace the shredded twine. We got 7mm twine rope from the local Michael's craft store, but you can also order it online. The thickness of the twine is not important for scratching purposes, but it will make it difficult for you to staple the twine to the leg of the cat tree. So make sure to choose a twine that has an appropriate thickness. You don't want twine that is too thick, or you won't be able to attach it properly. And you don't want twine that is too thin, or it will shred more easily and take much longer to wrap. Remove the old twine rope by pulling it off if it is torn, and unwrapping it from the tree if it is still in place. Your twine might also be glued in place in some places, so just peel that off. We remove the glue from the tree when we make repairs because it usually gets in the way, but you don't have to if you don't want to. This is how you can see that cat trees are made in the exact same way that we are about to make the repairs. Obviously they don't make the cat trees by hand, but it is still easy for you to replicate the same procedure without replacing your entire cat tree. Make sure to carefully remove all the old staples as well, because they will get in the way of your repairs. Make sure you get all the proper permits for this repair so that any inspection agents that show up are satisfied and will not delay you for too long. This is a very important step. Without the proper licenses, your local inspector may hold up your repair project for weeks or even months. Once you have all the old twine rope removed, grab your staple gun and your new twine rope. It helps to have your twine rope not horribly tangled beforehand unless you really enjoy fumbling around with it and untying knots. Staple one end of the twine rope to one end of the support leg with 4 to 5 staples around the end. Then wrap the twine around the leg of the cat tree in a circular motion. Make sure that the twine is wrapped tightly against itself. Push it tightly so that there are no gaps between the twine rope. If you wrap it as tightly as possible, you will make sure that the repair lasts as long as possible. Once you finish wrapping, cut the end of the twine rope and staple the other end 4 to 5 more times to secure it. You might see that your cat tree leg has a small hole inside. That is for connecting 2 pieces of twine rope on one leg. We prefer to use a solid piece of twine rope along the entire length, but feel free to use this if you like. And that's all there is to it. Just repeat the process with any other cat tree legs that you need to repair. Usually this repair lasts for a while and is obviously much cheaper than continually replacing the entire cat tree. I think between the twine and the staples, this whole repair probably costs around $20. Once you are done, reassemble your cat tree. Make sure to look like you have no idea what you're doing, even though you have repaired the same tree a few times already, since it is about 8 years old. Make sure to clean up the old torn up twine rope and clean up all the old staples that you pulled out. You don't want to step on the staples later, and you don't want your cat to get hurt on them either. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more tips like this. Remember to spay and neuter your pets, and please be kind to animals.